Hi, I'm FullDeck.
And I'm missing a few cards, and we're very lucky today to be coming to you with another puzzle by Maggie and BremSter.
Always a good day when we get a Maggie and BremSter puzzle to solve. Today's is called Hop Along. And the rules today, we've got normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every row, in every column, and in every 3x3 box, we have to place the digits 1 through 9 without repetition.
We also get killer cages. In a cage, the digits in the cage have to sum to the number in the top left corner in the cage. There's no issue about digits not repeating because all of these cages are contained in a single row or column.
Fabulous. And then we have Kropki pairs. So cells separated by a black dot have a 2-to-1 ratio. Either order, it doesn't have to be the larger number on the left. It could be 2-to-1, 1-to-2, either way. And then cells separated by a white dot form a consecutive pair. Not all dots are necessarily given. So these two cells, for example, could be consecutive even though there's not a dot in between them. Or these two could be in a 2-to-1 ratio even though there's not a black dot between them. So that's what we've got. Those are the rules. Let's restart the puzzle to restart our clock. And
let's give this a whirl.
All right.
I see 6 cage.
There's a 6 cage? Oh, there's a 6 cage. So it's a 1, 2, 3, and these have to be in a ratio. So those are a 1, 2, and that's a 3.
And above it's a 4.
And above it's a 4 because it already sees a 2. Okay. Well, that was a nice way to start. A 1 cage has to have, an 8 cage has to have a 1 in it, and it could either be 1, 2, 5 or 1, 3, 4. But 1, 3, 4, there are no numbers in there that with one double the other. So this has to be a 1, 2 pair with a 5. And next to the 5, we have either a 4 or a 6 to be consecutive with the 5. Now, this may wind up being a parity puzzle. I know how Brem likes parity.
Yes, it could also be that each of the black dots, the pair on it adds to a multiple of 3.
It could be.
So
let's see, this is
restricting
either
the remaining digit.
Yes. Well, we certainly get some restrictions. If this is a 1, 2 pair, then we would have a 7. It could be a 2, 4 pair, but that would require another 4 because 2 plus 4 is 6, so we would need another 4, so it actually can't be a 2, 4. If we have a 3 in here, it would be a 3, 6 pair with a 1. And then if we get up any higher than that, we're already at 4, 8, which would be more than 10. So this is either a 1 or a 7. Should we do the same with the other cages?
Sure.
Okay, so 1 and 2 would be 3, leaving us with 8 more. 2 and 4 would be 6, leaving us with 5 more. 3 and 6 would be 9, leaving us with 2 more. 4
and that's it.
And 4, 8 would be too big. So 2, 5, 8. 1 and 2 isn't enough because that would leave us needing 13 more.
2 and 4 is not enough.
2 and 4, yep, that would need a 10 here. 3 and 6 is 9, which leaves us with 7. And 4, 8 is 12, meaning we would need a 5 there.
You want to do that calculation again?
4, I do indeed. 4, 8 would be 12. We would need another 4, which can't have. So this is a 7 with a 3, 9 pair. Very nice. Okay. Yes, sometimes
3,
I can
9.
do math. 3, 6 to make 9. Sometimes I can do math. Apparently tonight, or arithmetic. Apparently one is tonight is not one of them. Yes. So this 7 needs either a 6 or an 8 on the other side of the white dot. The 6 is already taken.
And we might as well place the 4.
And the 3, 6 looks down. That's what I was going to do before you told me to place the 8.
And take the 8 out of column 3.
Oh, I'm getting there. 8 comes out from there. So now we have either 2 or 5 here, meaning we need either 9 or 6 here. So it's either a 3, 6 pair or a 2, 4 pair. But either way, we have a 2 in this cage. So let's go through that again. Let me make sure because I've made enough arithmetic errors tonight. That would be a problem. If this is a 2, we need another 9 to make an 11 cage. The only way to make 9 with 2 numbers that are in a 1 to 2 ratio is a 3, 6. But if this is a 2, there's a 2 in the cage. If this is a 5, we need 6 more, which would have to be a 2, 4, because it's the only way to make 6 with numbers that are in a 2-to-1 ratio. So there would be a 2 on the dot. Either way, there's a 2 in that cage pointing down to make a 1 there.
And the 1 looks up to the 1, 7 pair.
And the 1 looks up to the 7, which means we need another 3, which will have to be a 1, 2 pair. Cool. So This 7 goes with either a 6 or an 8. And this is now going to knock some things off down here. So on this Kropki dot, this cell right here cannot be 1 or 2 because of the pair in the row, cannot be 3 or 4 or 1 or 2. This is either 6 or 8. An 8 would need to go with a 4 for the black dot, which would be a total of 12, and we would need a 1 here, which we can't have. So this cannot be an 8. It has to be a 6, which goes with a 3 on the black dot. That's 9.
Needs 4 more.
Needs 4 more. And next to the
That's
4,
a 5.
we've already used the 3, so that's a 5. And the 6 looks left, giving us an 8. The only thing left in the row is a 9.
And the 17 cage looks promising too.
17 cage. Oh, it does, because we don't have a 1, 2, or 4 available. So the only digits that are available to go on this black dot are 3 and 6.
With an 8.
With an 8 to give us our total of 9. I mean, a total of 17. 8 plus 9
and we
is
need
17.
7 and 9 for the row, but there's a 9 in column 5.
Ah, very nice. So this is our 7, and that's the 9. I don't know why I went the long way around on that. What do we need left for this column?
5, 7, 8.
5, 7, 8. So this is 5 or 7. These are 5, 7, 8. Okay. Let's see. Which one looks the most promising now? Let's look at this one.
There's not a 4 on that 11.
There is not. So this is either 1, 2, which is a total of 3, needing 8 more to make 11, or it's a 3, 6 for 9, and we need 2 more because we can't do 2, 4 because the 4 is already used up. This 2, if this were a 2,
But it can't be a 1 or a 3.
it cannot be a 1. Yeah, if this were a 2, we wouldn't be able to put a 3 next to it, so we'd have to put a 1. A 2, 1 would break that cell.
That's
so this
an 8.
has to be an 8. This then has to be 1, 2 to make our 11. So this is a 7 or a 9. And now we have a 1, 2 pair in the box. All right. How about this one? 1, 2 would only be 3. It's not enough. 2, 4 would give us 6. We would need another 7. We can't do that. 3, 6 would be 9. We would need 4 here. And 4, 8 would be 12. We would need a 1 here. But we have 8s looking at both of these. It cannot be a 4, 8. So this is a 4. We need a 3, 6, which is placeable because there's already a 3 in the row. Now this 4 needs either a 3 or a 5 next to it, but there's already a 3 in the column, so that's a 5. Turn.
Back to the 11 cage.
To the 11 cage. All right. If this is a 2, it needs either a 1 or a 3 next to it. The 1 is already used up in the column, so that would have to be a 3. If it's a 5, it needs either a 4 or a 6 next to it. The 4 is used up in the row, so this would be a 6, which gives us a 3, 6 pair in both the row and the box. Now, where does 1 go in box 4? It doesn't go in here, so it does go in there, which means this is a 2, and a 2, and that's a 1.
Look at the 11 cage again. What are the choices?
If this is a 2,
we'd need 9,
we'd
which
need
would be
a 3, 6, which
doesn't
breaks.
work.
So that's a 5. Very nice. Good spot. So we need 6 more, which has to be a 2, 4, and the 2 is already used up in box 1, so that's the 4, that's the 2. The 2 looks right to resolve the 1, 2 pair there. The 6
Ending
here
column 9.
looks left. The 1 now in box 6, yep, 2 and 1. And then did you have something else you were saying there? Is that it?
That was it.
Okay. So now column 1 needs a 2, and it can't go in either of those cells because there's a 2 in box 1. So that's a 2.
And now we can place 2 in box 9.
Okay, I was going to pencil mark these. Let me center mark these cells first. We're missing 5 and 9, right? In the column?
Yep.
And now this 2 looks right, yes. And there's a 2 here looking down. So that's a 2. Excellent.
And place 2 in box 5.
2, yep. This 2 looks right. That 2 looks left. This 2 looks up. So that's a 2.
Now we can finish the 2s.
The 2s are in here, but there's one there. That's a 2. Yep. So for the column, we are missing 1 and 8. And there's an 8 already in box 2. So that's a 1 and that's an 8. Row 5 looks productive. We need a 1, which can't go there. We've got 2, 3. We need a 4. We've got 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 1, 4, and 9. Box 6 already has a 1 and a 4, so that's a 9.
That resolves the 7, 9 pair.
There's a 7 there, yep. And then we need a 1 and a 4.
And there's a 4
box
in the box.
5, yep, has a 4. So there we go with that. Box 6, we need what, 5 and 6? It's placeable because there's a 6 looking right. So that's the 6. This is the 5. Box 4, we need 1 and 9. And there's a 1 looking over. So this is the 9 and that's the 1. Row 4 needs
5 and 7.
5 and 7.
It's placeable.
5 looks down, placing the 7 and the 5.
3 and 8.
3 and 8.
9.
No.
8 and 9.
8 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yes, 8 and 9.
The 8 looks down.
Excuse me. Yep, and the 8 looks down. So that's the 9. That's the 8. Pick a row, pick a column. How about column 3? Column 3, we've got 1, 2, we need a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 8, and 9 are what we're missing. And so this is either 3 or 9. This is any of the 3. And this is either 3 or 8 because there's already a 9 in the box. Like, what is this? What is box 1 missing? We've got 1, 2, we need a 3, 4, 5, we need a 6,
3, 6, 8.
3, 6, 8. Yep. Agreed. 3, 6, 8. Let's see. Column 8, maybe?
Okay.
We're missing 1. We've got 2, 3. We're missing 4.
Oh, we can place 1 in the column.
5, 6. We're missing 7. So it's 1, 4, and 7 are missing. 4s can't be here. So that's the 4. You tell me we can place the 1. And now the 1 knocks it out from there. So that's a 1. That's a 7. The 7s come out from here, giving us a 5, 8 pair, pointing down and making this a 7. And now we're only missing 1 digit in box 3. It's a 9. These are 3, 5, and 6.
The 5 is placeable.
5 and 6 look over. That's a 3. That's a 6. That's a 5. I assume you were placing the 5 by the 5s that were in rows 7 and 8. The 6 now needs a 3 next to it. And this 3 looks over. That's not a 3. This 9 looks over. That's a 5. Placing a 9. The 5 looks back, giving us the 8 and the 5.
8 places 8 in box 1.
Yep. 8 comes out of both of those two. 8 gets placed there. This is a 3. That's a 6. Row
3
2.
looks down.
Oh, 3 looks down. Ooh, 3 looks down, making that a 9. 9 looks up, giving us an 8. Box 7 now
3 and
needs
7.
3 and 7. This 3 looks over and resolves. That's the 7. That's the 3. Row 7 needs 4 and 9. This 9 tells us that this is the 4 and that's the 9. Row 9 needs
1
and 6. This 1 will look down and place the 6, giving us the 1. This column needs 3 and 7. The 3 tells us the 3 doesn't go there, so it goes there, and this is a 7.
Roughly 4 and 6.
4 and 6. This 4 looks over, placing the 6 and the 4, and that is the correct solution. 12 minutes 37 seconds. What? That was a lot of fun.
Yes,
We didn't
lovely
sort of
little
chug
puzzle.
through. I love puzzles like that. I love it where nothing is just like, oh, boom, this has to be just digit. There's just enough of let me think through the connections here, and just the intentionality of this puzzle and that signaling of how things move around the grid. I love that flow. And
That was lovely.
Maggie and BremSter are so good at that, and it's always a delight. Thank you, Maggie and BremSter, for yet another delightful puzzle. We're always so excited when we get a Maggie and BremSter puzzle to solve. We do hope you're having a lovely day, all of you out there watching, and Maggie and BremSter in particular. Help Brem out, give him a like, give him a subscribe, and as
Brem would
always,
say,
good luck with your solving.